Hello, friends, and welcome to wefortell.com. My name is Anwen, and today we're doing our 84th transmission, I believe. This, as usual. Shika, good morning, girls. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Hi. Okay, so hi, everyone. Welcome to We Foretell. I just want to remind you all really quick that if you would like to get a private reading with me, you can do so through wefortell.com. Below in the description, you'll find our contact number and also my schedule, as well as don't forget to please also check out all our other free entertainment here on YouTube. We have great horoscopes, tarot lessons, compatibility videos, and if you all like what you'll see, remember to hit that thumbs up because it really does make a difference. Thank you all for your support, and let's go ahead and get started. So, as said, welcome here. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to start with our reading sessions as usual. Ishika, you go first with all the cards and the reading, okay? So, and if, of course, you have any concerns, any questions, any comments that you want to say, of course, tell me. I can try to answer everything with our pendulum as usual. Ok, bienvenidos a todos, bienvenidos, bienvenidas. Mi nombre es Anwen, están en wefortell.com. En esta ocasión estamos transmitiendo nuestra transmisión número 84, me parece. Y como ya es costumbre, obviamente también recomendarles o comentarles que obviamente que si quieren una lectura privada conmigo, aquí abajo en la descripción está nuestro número telefónico. También viene mi horario y por supuesto también tenemos un montón de cosas en el canal de YouTube. Horóscopos gratis, lecciones de compatibilidad, lecciones de tarot y por supuesto si les gusta lo que ven, les encargo un pulgar arriba para hacer la diferencia, porque sí hace la diferencia. So, once again, I want to thank you for your patience and your presence. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Voy a pedirte que cierres tus ojos. And breathe deeply from your nose. We're going to start breathing from our noses. Hold it in. Haz una pausa. Cuenta 4. Count to 4. Let it out slowly from your nose again. Hi, Weddy. Then we pause with all the air out for 3 seconds. Repeat again. Okay. Breathe normally and relax, you guys. So, as I was saying, we are transmitting. Thumbs up if you like what you see, girls and boys and everyone. Okay, so Ishika, so we have 3 oracle cards for you today. Ishika Azawa. Ishika, Azawa. Is it Azawa? Yes. Okay, so 3 cards, your oracle cards, by the way, so that you have a great morning, sunshine. What is it there, Ishika? Is it today's Wednesday here? Still today is Wednesday here. Are you in Thursday? Is the morning on your Thursday, I believe? I think so, right? Okay, so anyway, for this Thursday, for Ishika, first card up. Attack, pain, fear, and any judgment and any form of separation are merely calls for help. When this card always, when it comes up, it always refers, or at least is what I'm actually believing most of the time. This card is all about notice in your surroundings the people that tend to complain to you, to look for any type of argument with you, any inconvenience, like complaints or anything about, generally those people are the ones that actually see a reflection of themselves in ourselves. That's one. And the other one is, of course, is merely trying to call on your attention because they feel you can bring them help. So if this happens within this week, I would recommend you to actually look at the person, look at the demeanor, the way they're moving, the way they're not actually listening to the words because they can be hurtful, but actually paying attention to the way they want to say them or they tend to say it. It's important so that you notice if there's suffering in their eyes, for instance, or if there's sadness or something, sorrow as well. And it's going to be important mainly because it's going to make the person less aggressive towards you on one hand, and on the other one you're going to be able to understand them better. Okay, so it's like be compassionate about it. Okay, now second card out for Ishka. I find that deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Yes, every time you feel any type of discomfort while you are let's just say moving or doing your daily routine, and you feel pain or uncomfortness or you know uh, like I don't know, negative stuff, just pay attention to what it's telling you about yourself first of all, and see that there's always an opportunity to grow from this. Like look at exactly the ways that you're feeling or saying or sensing things, and it's going to be important so that you can notice what is it that the growing process or the growing lesson that's coming up. Okay, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. So be yourself, Ishika. Okay. So the homework for this week for you is going to be to be yourself, to actually appreciate from yourself, of course, all the good things that you do give in this world. Being authentic is being yourself, is noticing who you are and appreciating what you can give and how you do give. Okay. Okay. Three tarot cards for Ishika. Unless you have any other questions, Ishika, you please let me know, okay? So we're going to start this week and adding the three tarot cards for you. One, two, three. Okay. First card up. Okay, the five of cups. Remember, cups are all about emotional stuff. Uh, and in this occasion, this card especially is actually you can notice on the figurine that he's just watching over all the things that are lost without noticing really what's left behind and what he does have, or the picture of the person here does have. This is a card that is acting you asking you to watch closely into which things are you putting your focus on. Okay, make sure, of course, that your focus is in the stuff that is for your higher good. Okay, so this is a card that like to pay attention. Okay, you can have some losses, but look at here, this is what you have, and actually this leads to this bridge and leads to this little castle here. Okay, so this is representing the things that you do have and you are blessed with. Okay, so it's not a negative card. It is okay, change the focus from the negative to the positive. Okay, you can feel sorrow, you can feel sadness about, I don't know, losses, especially heavy losses tend to give us grief. But this is an occasion in which you are going to be able to succeed in this grieving process. Okay. Now, the second card up for this week. Do you see how my appointment will go with my physical therapist? Okay, I'm gonna check it on the what the spirit told me. Okay. The cards here is talking about that there's energy of easily distraction. So again, there's a need for new things. You tend to have a little bit, or tend to be a little bit distracted. So focus on what really matters. Prioritize things. Okay. Like for instance, if you're paying attention or actually seeing that you're going to be doing your physical appointment with your physical therapist, really focus on what the exercises he or she has left you, for instance, and notice if you can do them at home, so to speak. Like there are certain flexibility things that you can do at home. And if you're asking me if this is going to be good or bad or positive, okay, as usual, uh, you're gonna get really tired at the end of the therapy, which is not bad, but it's like normal. But it's gonna be really good. I mean, you're gonna have fun. It's gonna be hurtful in some ways because stretching is always hurtful in, well, when we need to help ourselves with this kind of physical therapies. But I see overall a very good session and very, very uh, yeah, I mean, a lot of progress. You're going to see a lot of progress as well. Okay. Okay. The last card that we have is the Three of Swords. As you can see here, there's a third, or there was a third here, okay, which caused the heart to break. It's not necessarily a third person as in, I don't know, a girl or a boy that actually our partners hurt us with. Like it could be relatives from him, relatives from my side, for instance. Anything that was put on the middle. When it's in reverse, this is a card that talks that experiencing growth from the sorrow. Okay, it's like this is the beginning, or this card is showing you the beginning from you being able to overcome whatever sorrow you have had, and moving on, moving going on, like moving ahead, improving, growing from the sorrow, profound healing, for instance, as well as could be like brighter days for because you've been growing from the pain, okay, growing like emotionally. Okay? So that's mainly what I see. Now I do have, and you haven't been here so that you can see, I have a new deck of cards, which is the Osho Zen Tarot cards. And this deck is all about where we are in the present moment. Okay, so I'm gonna draw out the card for you. You can see that I am there's no one left, none one left. And these cards are all always about telling us things that we are currently either dealing with or working towards, or we should focus to work towards in the present moment, in today, for instance. Okay, starting today. Okay, in your occasion, it's talking about maturity in the way that you see yourself, things that are going on, and how much you have been growing. When we grow, we mature emotionally. It in this card specifically talks about all the progress that you have already done, and that you have to be able to look at it and accept it as part of the growth that you've been incurring right now. Okay, it's like, okay, whatever happened and it's long gone. Right now you need to be focused, first of all, in yourself. Okay, secondly, one of the things that the oracle cards told you were a little bit more in regards to being mature enough to realizing things that you are able to do and to arrange and to change even physically, and accepting things that you cannot change anymore. We all those things that you do not have control over, those are the things that you are not able to change. For instance, you can't change anybody's mindset, for instance. Okay, you just need to Let them know how you feel, where you come from, and that's it. Nothing more. You cannot do anything more, anything else. Okay? Okay, Ishika, thank you so much, by the way, for being here again. It's awesome when I do not see a lot of people and then they return, and it's amazing. Thank you for being here. Okay, my dearest Wendy, now it's your turn. Do you have any questions, Wendy, so that I can, begin answering them? And so I have record cards here. Okay. Okay. No, no questions. Okay. Everything's fine. Uh, I'm laughing because remember every time that we talk, it's like my cards. If I don't tell you the stuff, my cards ring you over, and it's like, okay, thank you for being so, uh, I guess, nice and open to the cards and what they say. Okay. First card out for Wendy Gwen. First one. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. As usual, this is one of the cards that is a recurrent card for you. Okay. Yes. It's not telling you that you do not have faith in the universe. On the contrary, it's your happiness right now is a direct reflection of the level of faith, or your level of faith of the universe. Is like you notice how much the universe loves you and wants to support you and actually conspire in your favor. So it's like letting you know and reminding you, okay, that you do actually deserve to be happy, deserve to have uh, all whichever you need for your growth and your evolution. Okay, so that's good. Okay, second card up for Wendy Gwen. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. This is important card. Remember, we talked about um, emotion. It's kind of letting go. Okay, letting go of the expectation. Okay, just trusting that whatever the outcome the universe brings you is the outcome that has to be, and accept it as the lesson, the gift, the, I guess, happiness that the universe is giving you. Okay, so it's like when you pray for the highest good, it's like uh, praying for a job, or like praying for a job could be like, I want, okay, thank you for uh, having made me able, or have made me able to have this office in which I enjoy so much, and you know how to write it down. Okay, it's like much more based on your higher good and the higher good of all, because what you want, especially when you offer a service, you want to service others. When you are given the opportunity to service others, or the universe gives you the opportunity to service others, that's exactly uh, the way that this sort of prayer works. Like, okay, third card up. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Remember, the enemy, so to speak, of love is fear, not hate. Hate is a subproduct of fear. Okay. Now, my faith is believing in what? In yourself, in your strength, in I guess, uh, yeah, your strength, the universe, of course, the creator, the divinity, whomever you feel that you believe in. Okay, and noticing that it does have power. Okay, In this occasion, it's talking about turning trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. If we look at how we are witnesses of this transformation from fear into love, it's amazing, as well as conflict into growth. Like when you're in conflict with certain persons, you talk to them about it, you learn from it. You okay, that's the growth, where the growth comes. And of course, trauma into healing, when we talk about a particular trauma, when we share our pain with others, when we let them know where we're coming from, that's also a way of healing, okay? So it's important. Okay, let's go with your tarot card. Okay, this is tarot cards, tarot deck. Okay, and as you can see, I'm shuffling them so that you are able to see that I am not, I actually take the cards from the deck. Okay, okay. For ready when. I laugh because I just got the same card as usual. Wow. Look at this. The Tower. Otra vez la torre, mi reina. Ay, en la torre, ¿cómo te sale esta carta de vez? Okay, my dear Wendy. Tower is the stroke of, yes, I know. The stroke of the divinity or the life itself that is needed so that there's fundamental change. Okay. This is sudden changes are coming and much more needed changes. Okay. It's like if the heavens do not strike you, it's like you won't change this way of thinking. That's the main uh, message on the tower. Okay, some uh, some things that can happen would be like some destruction of old ways and structures, especially ways that we think about ourselves. It's like always is something sudden has to happen so that you can change this way. Like for instance, the way that you may be able sometimes to perceive yourself. Okay, so this is what this card is all about. Okay, no worries. You can talk about some accidents, so pay attention when you're doing stuff, important stuff like mowing the lawn or something. Pay attention. Do not text and drive, for instance. Another thing. Okay, it could be some turn on fortune. Turn inversion of fortune means, as well as with the wheel of change, that. The fortune can change and have to change. Now remember the direction on the card. If the direction is upright, this means good change on fortune. If it was upside down, that would be bad change on fortune. Okay, so you don't have that in. I guess that's really good. Okay, some miscommunication issues are seen in the sixth of swords. Some miscommunication issues. Also, a recommendation on the card is think before you speak. Okay, it's paying attention to what is the message that you want to get across, and also not rather, also the way you want to transmit that message. It's going to be basic and it's going to be important. Okay, so now this is a card of movement, as you can see. Okay, and it also means traveling. And in this case, in this occasion, when it's in reverse, traveling or the movement itself are movements that are needed to be done. Now, uh, most likely it's a move that you do not like to have, okay, that you wouldn't want to have, but it's a necessary where you're going. Okay, like I don't know, could be talking about some stuff that you do not want to do, like I don't know, maybe cleaning something, but it has to be done. Make sense? Okay, last card up that I have here, it's another reverse. Lack of will could be in the strength card in reverse. Lack of will means sometimes we tend to remain unmovable. And that doesn't really necessarily mean that we are content on what we are doing. It does mean that we are not moving. Okay. And well, this is a card, for instance, strength is all about patience and giving, sharing. Okay. Right now, in the upside down. Hey, Cody Christopher, how are you? It means some lack of faith or lack of will, sometimes even power struggles or abusive power, for instance. Hey, Christopher, Cody, Christopher, we have I normally do these videos and these transmissions. I always do them or try to do them in two languages, Spanish and English, especially when I see there's people here that speak Spanish, which right now I don't have many people in Spanish. So I'm going to continue in English. Normally, I take three oracle cards, then three tarot cards for each person, and one Osho Sen card, which I was missing from Wendy. So, Wendy, we are going to end with your reading. And the card for today for you is this one. And it means exhaustion, of course. So, if you're currently exhausted because of the pain, because of the heat, because of the weather, because of, I don't know, whatever, just see, first of all, see where this exhaustion is coming from, okay? Where you're at right now. There are many things that you've been doing, receiving, thinking, So take the time that you need to rest, okay, my dearest Wendy. Take the time that you need to rest and take that time to really focus on what you want to do, okay? And just get one, just one, and that's it. Okay. So, my dearest Cody, do you want three cards on your oracle cards? Okay, I normally, as I said, I choose three cards from the oracle deck, three on the tarot cards, and one on the Senosio cards. And as well, if you need to, I can answer questions with my pendulum as well. I do use pendulum. Okay. So, let's begin then. You're welcome, Wendy Win. The first one I said, just the oracle cards. Okay, first oracle cards, three ones. Okay, first card up. Joy is the ultimate creator. This is a very beautiful one. Cody, what this card, hi Nini. What this card means is, of course, anything that causes you joy is going to make an increase on your creativity, for instance. That is, if you're enjoying your job, for instance, do those things that actually make you happy. That's gonna increment the feeling of you feeling the feeling of you feeling wow, the feeling of usefulness, the feeling of joy, of really creating and finishing something. Yes, I know. Obviously, yeah. Okay. Second card for Cody. Meaning you go third, okay? Sorry, it's upside down. Okay, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. This is the second card that has joy or the word joy in the sentence. So it tells me a little bit more on the sense that uh, there's something that's not making you connect with your joy right now, currently. See? So if, for instance, it's something in your job that's not connecting to your inner joy and you cannot do right now anything about it, there are things or attitudes that you actually can change to connect with your joy. Okay? Does not necessarily means hurting anybody else. Okay? But it does mean you can, I don't know, maybe instead of drinking coffee, you can switch to iced tea. As simple as that can be, okay? And what it brings you, okay? Now, third one for Cody, again, upside down. I have the deck upside down for con razón. Hope is the conduct for miracles. Having hope, being hopeful about stuff is also one of the things that actually can connect to with our joyous presence as well. Okay, having hope that tomorrow is going to be better, tomorrow is going to be brighter. I'm going to, I don't know, achieve more, do better, feel better, be in a better mood. Okay, this is a way of connecting with hope. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, question, Cody, do you want your three tarot cards? I do have time still. Okay. Normally I do. I do all the cards. Okay. Okay. First one up for Cody, the Emperor in reverse. There are some things. Okay, this is kind of the let's just say the boss of the whole tarot deck. The Emperor talks about responsibility, maturity, authority. So it can tell me, for instance, if it's about some relationship or some authority figure in your life that you're not currently feeling really fond to or attracted to or able to understand that person, mainly because not that it's not, and I'm not saying that you have a problem with authority. This card is showing that this person can be really mean and this person can be unfair, and therefore that's why the person is pushing everybody else away. Also can bring about attitudes that you can be having of being irresponsible, for instance, or on the other hand can show some impulsive attitudes you tend to have. Okay, so this week try to know, understand, and see if you have any, for instance, stubbornness going on you, because it can also mean that you're stubborn in some things and being arrogant and immature about them. Okay, so you do need to work on this emotionally. You're really young. I feel you are really young, Cody. Okay, second card up is the Ace of Spades, Spades swords, and it's upside down. Okay, all the aces in the tarot decks are beginnings, new beginnings. In this occasion, it's try not to be focusing too much in illusions. Okay, yeah, Taurus 27. Thank you. I noticed that you're really young. Okay, so this card is all about you have to seek outside input, uh, especially because this card is all about newness. Okay, but you do have to focus more in, you know, putting your feet on the ground. Okay. If you have questions about it, ask people that are older than you that actually can help you more. Okay. Instead of just playing around. Like, for instance, and I'm going to say something like some sort of financial order. You can write it down. You can see where your expenses are coming from or how the income is getting there and how quickly it's going away. Okay. In order for you to organize your stuff, you can reach out and ask for help. That's just an example. Okay. Okay. Another number one card, or an ace, and this is the wand, the ace of wands. Now, wands are all about work and career, or job and career. And this is upright, which is a good thing. New beginnings. In this case, new accomplishments are going to be given to you within this week, especially about your job and your career. That is maybe a new project, okay, that you are going to start from zero. Okay, that's a new beginning that I can say. New, I guess, partners on your in your job. Okay, could be a way of a new beginning as well. Okay, now the last card that I'm gonna draw for you. my dear Cody, is the Zen card. Okay. Why do I pay more homage, or actually be a little more emphatic? This came out, okay, on these cards. Okay, this is where you're at right now, and that you need to focus your whole attention to it. Okay, and this card talks about healing. It can mean healing emotionally, of course, psychologically as well, and physically as well. So you're in a period, entering in, you're currently actually in a period of healing. Just pay attention where this healing wants you wanted to go to first. Definitely, it talks a lot about your power, the power, the mind's power, also that affects our emotional, psychological, and physical healing. Okay, so if there's things emotionally that you need to heal, which are them? Write them down. Okay. Maybe you find it confusing. Maybe you find it difficult. Maybe you need outside input. You can ask. Remember, one of the cards that that I said to you talked about looking or for outside input. Okay, like I don't know, maybe let's just mention any trauma, any emotional trauma that you can have. Okay, uh, probably made by your mother. Okay, maybe you can open a dialogue and ask her what you remember, and her input can begin to give you this emotional healing that you are currently working towards. Okay, thank you, by the way, Cody. Okay, Nini, I go with you. My dearest Nini, I'm so glad we can see each other. It's been a long time since I see you, let's just say, early. I love my family, but I had dealt with things, of course, and I understand that. And okay, don't get me wrong, okay? It's okay to love your family even in spite of, okay? But sometimes we do need some clarity. Like, for instance, we can see, or when we were kids, saw things differently that they were. Okay, let me just finish with Cody. So what I mean is maybe open a dialogue and saying, okay, I remember this from that day. In that occasion, I felt that the message you said was la la la. And I took it like la la la. Okay. And I want to clarify, need some clarity about it. It's like you're not actually engaging in a discussion here. You're talking, you're opening a dialogue, you're letting the other person know that you have a question and you need their help, okay, to resolve the question, and then you can begin, to address that and to heal from it. So that's merely the dialogue. Okay. Thank you so much, Cody. Okay, Nini, you're reading. You have any questions tonight, Nini? So that the pendulum can answer or the cards. And in the meantime, I go and shuffle your cards for the oracle cards so that I can give it to you. Okay. Huh. Nini in Cody. Okay, let's I cannot do that. Okay, first card up for Nini. And it goes, thank you, universe. Again, thank you, universe, for helping me to see beyond the limits of fear. Yes, it's like, thank you, universe, for allowing me to leave my fears behind me, for instance. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is for my highest good, actually, for your highest good, for the highest good. General anything. Okay, general anything. So, being thankful and noticing that maybe you've been too fearful for quite some time in your life, and noticing that fear is not necessarily in our imagination. Fear is in our minds. Yes, fear is a tool. Fear is a tool for you not to risk uh, do any damage to yourself, like crossing the street without looking first. Okay, that would be okay. But things that you are that you can be aware and grateful for the universe would be looking beyond the things that you fear that you have. For instance, maybe being, I don't know, dumb. You're not dumb, by the way. Oh, why are my coworkers acting funny with me? They are making fun of you, or they are having fun with you, because definitely it's a difference. Okay, acting funny with you would be like trying to be a little nicer. Now, I understand by the way that you and I have been talking for a long time. I've noticed that there's a tendency that, okay, people have hurt you really deeply, and therefore this deep hurt has made you feel that everyone else is going to get to you, or it want to get you. Okay, I want you to pay close attention to this. They are not, no, they're not really speaking tomorrow. Okay, you just got a new position. Congratulations on your new position. We talked about that. Okay, so acting funny with, well, the thing is they have to get to know you. Okay, and if they know you, they have to get the nini on that position. Okay, so for instance, if you have a higher position that they are having currently, of course they are concerned if this new you are not going to be like nasty boss or something. Okay, they're not making fun of you. Okay, don't just get that they are trying acting funny because they do not know how to act. That's one of the things that are coming. Uh-huh. Okay, Cody, go ahead. Let me continue with Nini. Okay, second card up. My outer experiences are a direct reflection of my internal connection. This is important. Okay. Nini, what I would recommend you to do every time at night before you go to bed or to fall asleep, I want you to listen to guided meditations. Listen to something, okay? But you have to do it daily for at least a couple of weeks, from today to a couple of weeks. Why is it important? So that you can change the internal condition. You can, I don't know, maybe connect with something like enjoying whatever my presence, or connecting with my guides, or cleansing all my chakras. Whatever meditation, guided meditation can help you. Actually, here in this uh, YouTube, you can look for them. Okay, it's important so that you can change the negativity or the scare, the fear of going out of, or seeing everyone is going to get me. Okay, is that's one. And the other one is changing the compass, the internal compass, into, besides saying that people are making fun of you or anything like that. It's going to change that, and it's going to be a real improvement of that. We have worked a lot for that. Okay, last one. I honor what how I want to feel. This is important as well. Make it honorable. Okay, if you want to feel joy and you want to feel appreciated and cared for, and uh, do the things that you will have or would like to do in order to support you. Okay, to support that. Okay, Cody, what was the question? Because you acted like you stopped there and didn't continue. I have a good friend of mine I've known for 4 years. I've had great friendship and kindness for her, and I still do. Even I haven't seen her in person from 6 months ago, from the last time I've seen her. And the question, what is? You want to know whether or not you guys are going to reconnect, because the answer is yes. Second, should you do and try to contact her? Yes. Um, and if she's ghosting you, um, then let her decide when she's gonna contact you. Okay. You're welcome, Nini. Okay, I have three tarot cards for Nini so that we can move. Okay, first card up. The Five of Pentacles. Pentacles are all about prosperity and abundance. What? What was cool? What I just asked you? What I just said? Okay, those are the things that I can see. Oh, thank you. Yes. My angels, my guides, and yours are in contact. Okay. When you guys get here, it's like you enter um, this space. This is your space for you to ask questions, to get the answers that you require. And it is not this is not coming from me physically. Well, that sounds complicated because it does. But it's like I get the answers in my brain, head, whatever, and then I express them. Okay. It's like this is a way this is the way that I personally can trust the universe. I can trust, as one character of one particular movie said, the voices. Yeah, spiritually, I connect with them. Okay. And the objective or my mission is to do something with these gifts. Okay. Okay. The card for Nini. It does not mean that you're not going to have money. Of course not. Okay. The Five of Pentacles is all about letting you know that you're about to make some movements from where you were currently economically, abundantly, in prosperity, connected to your prosperity, to a better and more comfortable place, which is important. Okay. So, trust if you this week specifically, Nini, if you feel a little bit more upbeat and with more energy and a little better mood and everything, trust those reasons. Okay, this is important. Uh, I want you to focus a lot in bringing much more oxygen to your brain by the meditations, but also positivity. Okay, if you feel that you need extra protection, picture a big bubble around your body, whole body, made like if it was made of steel. Okay, so that you can feel much more guarded, taken care of, and uh, yeah, I guess protected. That's the word. Okay, Two of Swords, and it's blinded. Okay, balance is the general meaning of the number twos on the tarot. Yeah, and there's a need for balance. So commit to equality. Be open in communication where you need to be open into in communication. Balance is always refers of eat right, drink right, do the right amount of exercise, do the right amount of sleep. It's like balance in every way you can so that you do allow yourself to uh, be better, feel better, get brighter days, much more energy. Okay. When we change positions or we get different jobs or different positions, we have this tendency to overwork. Okay. What I want you to do is do what you need to do in the amount of time you have and no more. Okay. Though if there wasn't enough time, you can do that tomorrow, unless a bomb's gonna drop if you do not do it. Okay, but if it's not a matter of life or death, it can wait until tomorrow. Okay, all of the people that's here, this is something that just came up. If you guys and girls have the tendency to overwork, stop. Just stop. Let yourself breathe. If you have the tendency to overwork, set some alarms. Like every couple of hours, set an alarm in your cellular that's saying break time and stand up for 5 minutes from your desk, your, I guess, yeah, your desk. Stand up, walk around, go to the bathroom, take a cup of coffee, whatever. But the the meaning on this exercise is to stop yourself and a kind of give you the gift of 5 minutes with yourself. Okay, in those 5 minutes, you stretch a little, you breathe, you walk, you go to the bathroom, you, I don't know, you meditate even for 5 minutes. You can do this. And this is like 5 minutes for me. Okay. And then another couple of hours, and then you do the same and you do the same. Okay. This is important so that you can set, yeah, a space for yourself. Okay. Last one, another one of balance. Look, it's another number two. Okay. But this time it's in upside down, is letting you know that there's too much to juggle, as I said, as I saw. So don't overcommit. There are too many things that you are trying to juggle in Nini. Prosperity and abundance are the meaning of the pentacles. It's not like you're not going to have them. You need also, yeah, you need to focus and the things that you need to do. You need to balance well your checkbook, your account book, money wise. If you have been struggling, try to cover as much as payments as you can without leaving you with no money at all. Okay, so that's what I would do. Yeah, that's another way to meditate, Cody. It's important that you see that whenever you do stuff, okay, sometimes people find that meditation can be a struggle, but it's not necessary. Okay, see, to balance harmony and to other things to balance, yes, of course. Um, when you need to meditate, or actually, when I say meditate, I only ask you to breathe. Okay, this is as simple as this. Meditation can be just listening to the way your breathing goes, not even trying to modify the way you breathe. Okay? Yeah, you're welcome. I was not forgetting that. Osho and card. No, we're almost done with the time. Okay, your currently state, Nini, on where you're at right now, it's Thunderbolt. Yes, of course. Thunderbolt in this card and in this deck means a jolt of energy. Thank you, Cody, for being here, by the way. This thunderbolt means a jolt from energy from the heavens, from the new job, from the new position, and it's like feeling like the Energizer Bunny. Thank you. Uh, it- with a lot of things that you need to do, to work out, to think about, okay, and to resolve. Little by little, just breathe, okay? Breathe. You're not gonna get fired tomorrow, Nini, at all. Okay. So do the things that you want to do and need to do on your days. Yes, plus the moving. And the moving is going to do wonders for your character, wonders for yourself. Just breathe. Just breathe and listen to the breathing. It's like 5 minutes. You can put the timer on the cell phone. You can put 5 minutes. 5 minutes of breathing. Consciously breathing. It's well directed to mindfulness. And what I always focus on is not in focusing in anything, like just listening to the way I'm breathing. And if I need to modify my breath, then I do it. Yes, that's just simple. People sometimes find meditation being a struggle. You do not need to make a blank slate in your mind. It's like, that's, for me, at least, that's impossible. So what I do is I just sit down and I just inhale. Sometimes I pause to retain all the air inside my lungs, and I count mine in my mind to four, as I did in the beginning, and then I let it out slowly from my nose, And then with all the air out, I do another pause so that I can feel when I'm drained out, when I do not have nothing inside. Okay. I count to three and then I breathe again. And it's an encompassing way. It's like a wave of breathing. Yeah. Breathe. Count to four. Exhale. Pause. One, two, three. Breathe again. You do this for 5 minutes, and your mind is you're gonna feel much more brighter and with more energy and everything, you guys. Yeah, yeah. Okay, ending almost with almost a ending. I have like a couple of minutes left, and I wanted to remind you that really quick that if you would like to get a private reading with me, you can do so through wefortell.com. Of course, thumbs up, guys, girls, please. Um, Below in the description, you find my contact number and also my schedule. Don't forget to please check out all our other free entertainment here, such as we have horoscopes, I have tarot lessons, science compatibility videos. You can find a lot of videos here, okay? Just remember to hit that thumbs up because it really does make a difference. Thank you all for your support. And I want to thank you, especially new guy, John Cody. Thank you for being here. I hope you liked what you saw. Um, I am here every Wednesdays at, thank you, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Okay. Thank you for being here. You guys and girls are the ones that make this possible for me. I enjoy a lot doing this. I have studied about this. It's something that comes and it's something I know and I understand. And if with a little bit of whatever I can bring to your life and help, that makes my mission worthy. Okay? So I hope I can see you next time. Thanks. Let me give thanks to everyone that was here. Ishika, thank you for being here. Have a lovely morning. Take care and have a nice I guess, school day and work day. Wedding one, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy your vacations and that you're okay. Cody, nice to meet you, and I hope you get to see, we get to see you more oftenly here. And Nini, of course, a regular girl. Thank you for being here as well. And yeah, next Wednesday night, 9 p.m. East. Yes, 8 p.m. Central. Yes, obviously. Yes, thank you. And of course, maybe I didn't tell you, or I did, I don't remember. For yes or no questions, I use my lovely pendulum. I'm going to show it to you. Okay. This is the pendulum that I have used. I've been using from around, I believe, 12 years now. Yeah. And when a question is yes, I say the pendulum moves front and back. That means yes. When the answer on a question is no, it goes side to side directly in. When it says not decided, not an answer, not yet, it goes circles to my right. And when it's maybe, it's the other way around. Okay. So this is the way the pendulum works for any of you who didn't know. Okay. Anyway, then again, girls and boys. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for being here. And yeah, you can always check on my main page, on our main page, all the different packages we have. We have several discounts. Like for instance, first time customers get extra discounts. You can check. You can check on the page. It's all well seen. Those are the numbers below. You can call us and ask us to the company directly. What is it that you want? What is it that you need? How to do an account, for instance, for you. Okay, and you do have to make an account uh, as a first-time customer. Okay. Thank you so much again for being here. My name is Anwen. This is wefortell.com. I hope you liked it and I hope I can see you on the next one. Gracias, señoras y señores, por estar aquí. Mi nombre es Anwen. Espero les haya gustado. Espero nos veamos la semana que entra. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying that. I love Mr. Franklin. He's one of my best readers, by the way. I always read with him. Yeah, believe me. I do have my angels and stuff. Sometimes I want them to speak me through Franklin. He's great. I love him. I love him, love him, love him. Yeah. Okay, you guys, girls, see you next week. Take care. Yes. See you. Bye. Take care.